Have you watched someone die? I don't mean pass away. I mean, have you ever watched somebody die? Now, I watched my daughter, my sisters, my brother. I even watched my big mom. And as sad as that was that none of them sad as watching that boy die. One word. That's all it took. Just one word. One word took his hopes and dreams. One word stole his motivation. One word snatched the potential right from his soul. One word closed every door and sealed every window. No. That's it. No. And it did something to him. Like someone plucked the wings right off of freedom. Like someone chained his soul to mediocrity. Like someone just said no. And he accepted it. Didn't wrestle, didn't fight back. It's just he accepted it as truth. He sacrificed his worth for the value that he was ascribed. And he wrapped himself in failure that she needed for him. He slipped his arms into it. He pulled it tight, zipped up his zipper, put the hood over. He disappeared into the abyss of despair, complacency, and darkness. Oh, and then she sent him home to me. She sent him to me. And I had to convince him that feeling he felt, that tight feeling wasn't a hug, but a restraint, that he needed to release himself from it. And I told him that I watched him from when he was born. Walked right out there in full confidence onto that quicksand, and he sank deeper and deeper into despair, into disallowance, into degradation. And those whispers that kept reaching him, see, that was me. Telling him that they're wrong, that he's right. But the voices, the cacophony overdrowned me. He could no longer hear me. So when he came to me, I accepted him because I already knew him. And he joined our family. He began to see that those imposed that burden on him wasn't meant for him. It was meant to keep him behind. It was orchestrated to keep him dim when he was meant to shine, to keep him whispering when he was meant to sing. He wrapped himself in the wrong cloth. You ever watch someone die? If you have, you know it's hard to revive them, to bring life back into them, to unteach what was learned, to give purpose to what was ignored, to give meaning to what was denied. That is the way of the ancestors. We don't always get it right. So when the dead come back to us, broken. We inspire them to teach the living as the dead could not live. We inspire them from the other side. We see the pulling and the tugging. We see the love and the teaching, the leading and the needing of our children to remind them of who we were and who they are. Are the beautiful ones really dead now? Nizilibel ubab izawagani.
Onizawan gumbani.
Nizilibel ugani zawakbani na.
Onizawan gumbani.
And little by little, we save them. We build them so that one day we can restore them to their kingdoms, to their lands that love them best. We can reunite them to the spirits, reintroduce them to the great mother, so that they accept no burden formed by man, so they can walk no path not deemed by God. I hope to not watch another die. But I know I will. Because some can't be helped. But Lord knows, there's no greater joy than watching the once dead live again and teach our great family how to be whole, how to live unashamedly. To live as you were meant to be, resilient, regal, resentless, to live resplendent, just as we were created.